On this episode of BeamNG Roadkill, Wendy the Wendover returns with diesel power. Yes, the resurrection of Wendy the Wendover. You last saw this thing in episode 58 of BeamNG Roadkill, I think episode 57. One of those. It was an episode a couple months ago where I took this thing versus a Legrand wagon, and I abused the both of them in a desert. Well, the Wendover survived as well as the wagon. We still have both of them. And as you can see, it took some damage, but I made a crucial modification to, of course, make Wendy the Wendover a real living thing because, well, it has a real life name, so it's almost our knockoff Knight Rider, but it's absolutely ridiculous. So, Wendy the Wendover, the motor survived what it went through. The car survived what it went through. Of course, we had to redo the front suspension because I think I completely maimed it. And it still has the original 4-liter V8. How big is this engine? 4.4-liter V8. It's a little bigger. But it is entirely gutless. I think the thing makes about like 210 horsepower to the tires. Probably about 250 to the crank. But for a front-wheel drive vehicle, it is not that bad. It's actually not gutless. It can do a burnout. It can be a fun vehicle. But what we're doing today is that we are going to step Wendy up a notch. This thing is going to get a diesel V8. It's going to be converted to rear-wheel drive, and we are going to take on the Royal Valley Cannonball Run. And I don't know how long that is going to take because it's a real map. It's based off of real mileage. So I don't know how far I'm going to get or if I'm even going to complete it or if this car is even going to make it because Wendy's in rough shape. But also we have to fix the car up for this. Put another headlight on it. Probably put some better wheels and tires on it because these are terrible. Probably have a set of Steelies that I could throw on. Kind of make it look, grandpa-ish, but we're making it work. We're making shit work. So, yeah, say goodbye to this V8. And also turn that off. But before we pull the engine out, we should give it one last bit of freedom. And there we go. Little 4.4-liter V8. You have reached the end of your life. So, let's get rid of you. Let's start making this thing nuts. So, goodbye. And this might take a few engines because I know I have a few engine mods for the Wendover to put a V8 from gravel into it. But, yeah, we're going to worry about a few other things first, and that is, well, the rear end. The rear end is the... I really do feel like I should put a sunburst rear end in this because I would assume that the all-wheel drive system for this car is not going to be very good. But we'll put a limited slip in it. That was offered in some of these cars back then. Yeah, this thing has the rear end of the Junk Vet, if anybody remembers that thing, where it basically has a leaf spring that goes across the vehicle, and that kind of keeps the rear wheels sprung. So you know this thing is going to squat terribly when it does burnouts. I should probably try to stick the tire to the same size so it doesn't rub. Alright, it's a limited slip diff. I don't care about... I should care about that. It's a diesel we're putting in this thing. You never know, it might be good, it might not be good. I'm really roadkilling this together right now because I haven't planned this episode at all. I don't know what I'm doing. This is all on the fly. Like most episodes. Some of them I do test pretty thoroughly, but... yeah, we need to put the all-wheel drive diesel tank because it's going to have a drive shaft going through it now. Definitely makes me feel better. Does it have protection? It does have a protection, or a little bit of protection steel. All right, yeah, it should be good. Ooh, we don't need that where we're going. I wonder if there's like a bumper bar that I could put on the front. Oh, look at that. Look at that approach angle. This thing might be good off-road now. Outside of that, there's nothing stupid I could put. We could take a mattress for the cannonball run. It's a terrible idea. Front fascia. Right headlight. Ah, it's actually going to get a face. I was going to try to mismatch the headlights. Well, it'll be at least somewhat, maybe a little. Maybe we'll get a fender for her too. Maybe we'll try to really fix up Wendy and put like a. Is there? I need to know now. I need to. Front box bumper. Holy shit! Wendy, you don't need that. That's heavy. Maybe we will try to fix up the front end, but let's just leave it alone for now. Let's get into the motor here, because it's going to be the difficult one. Let's try this one. Ah, yes, that's the one I want. Yeah, it'll work with the transmission. Yes! All right, we're going to keep... Oh, this is going to be fun. Of course, we're putting a race ECU in this thing. I want Wendy the Wendover to kind of be like a Rotson clone. Well, not break like the Rotson, but like, you know... be just like a completely ridiculous, you know, just a completely ridiculous engine swap in a light car that shouldn't have it. Front wheel drive exhaust, no, we want race all-wheel drive exhaust, and of course, yeah, everything's coming out of the front end on this thing. It's going to be rear wheel. Muffler. I wish I could just take it off. So we'll just put the sport muffler for chrome. I think that's what it had. And now the piece of resistance rear wheel drive output shaft. Weak as hell because it's the stock Wendover. Get rid of that because weight. And that's fine. And a 5-speed manual transmission, because I think the Rotson originally had a 5-speed. Alright, and now let's make it even cooler because I want to rev it to 4 grand. I think the block and the, I think everything can handle that. If not, we're just going to go with it. Ooh. Oh, it squats. Oh, it can take it. It might even be able to take a bigger turbo. Oh, it's fun. It shifts really slow, though. It might need a better clutch. Yes! It gives me all the Rotson ideas with the turbo, and with the squat in the back, it makes me think of Jaguar. That is great. This is the craziest grandpa car you could see on the road. I'd like to road test it first. So let me do a little bit of work to it. I think I might put a bigger turbo on it so we get a little bit more speed out of her. And I think I'm going to try to put a fender on it, because I kind of like showing the exposed intercooler, as dumb as that is. But yeah, we'll be right back to road test this unit. Wendy the Wendover has been brought back to life. Look at how fixed up and snazzy this thing looks now. It's got missing teeth like the Rotson, but I think that's fine. And it's got a diesel in it, a 6-liter diesel, full interior, tires that are going to rub. It's ready to drive a potential... how many miles was it? Let me go and look at the forum post. I'm going to need it open for the map anyway, so that I know where I'm going. So, terrain levels and maps. Where is it? Yes. Map is a work in progress. It is... Oh, it's bigger than American Road and Roane County, which are two maps that we use a lot. And it is over 1,200 square kilometers, which is how many miles? Square kilometers, 2 miles. That is 463 miles. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, we might not make it all the way down that, but we're going to road test this thing to make sure that this isn't hell. And, yeah. Biggest concern is... Ooh. Now, it is a diesel, so it is low RPM, but I don't want it to be screaming the whole time. So it's at 60 at about $2,000. I would have bet 80. We gotta get on the bigger highway for that. See, can it still spin these tires? Oh, I love doing goofy cars like this. I love it. The biggest question is if it can cruise at 80. That's pretty high in the RPM for 80. That's pretty high. 2,500 RPM. See how hard it pulls in 5th gear. Yeah. So we might be going stuck like 65 the whole time. But, I need to see if I can even load the map first. Alright, well, I'm gonna maybe put 410s in this, and we'll see you at the starting point for the probably 60 miles I'll get into the cannonball before, you know. Well, Cannonball Run is about going fast, but I don't know, maybe we'll try to hold 100 the whole time. I don't know what this thing is gonna do. It's a really odd concept. But we're gonna see how much pain this is. And who knows, maybe we'll have a guest as we do this. So we'll be right back, and I'll see you out in the desert. Well, I have really signed myself up for pain here because the map loaded. And we have to go 400 miles, or 500 miles pretty much, to Johnstone Beach. Which, if we go down this road, there's going to be a 3-way intersection. Probably maybe a couple 100 miles of straight road. And then we're going to go around Lake Monument National Park. And then we're basically following the river to the beach. Yeah, so maybe, looking at the map, maybe we're 12 miles from the lake. Doesn't seem that bad, but from here to here, that's a good, like, 20 to 30 miles. So, if it makes sense, if I were to go 30 miles an hour, make it there in an hour. I really hate that I did this, especially in this vehicle, because it's a manual, it's a diesel. It's going to be screaming the whole time. So, yeah, get ready for a pretty intense speed up. My goal is, as long as I'm not murdered, make it to the lake. That's my goal. Make it to the lake. If I can get to the lake and not feel murdered, I'd be happy to end the episode there. And if I feel like I'm going to keep going, we'll keep going. But of course, let's start this out in good fashion right now. So also just to explain, and I'm going to be inside the vehicle so that I can somewhat live. I'm glad this one has an exhaust. I don't have fuel, so hopefully we're going to be able to do this on whatever tank of gas this car has. I don't know how many gallons the tank is. We probably lose a little bit with the drive shaft going through the center, but yeah, so I'm either going to run out of gas, it could overheat, or the car could just plain out break as well. But, yeah. Probably going to speed 90% of this footage up. I don't know how to do that with shotgun yet, so I'm going to have to learn how. But if not, there's going to be a pretty drastic cut to the lake. Because I'm probably going to listen to music as I do this, because Jesus fucking Christ, this is a hefty journey. I wanted to at least record until the intersection, because I kind of call that the official start. There's also a dirt road that cuts a good majority of this off. Also, I may not be going the right way. I think I'm going the right way based on the map. All right. That map obviously lied to me. Well, let the speed up commence. So I have managed to go the complete wrong way. Oh wait, shit! Don't do that. Yeah. This is the right way. I decided to put on, the day cycle, so then maybe the speed up will look cool. But looking at the map, I went the wrong way. So we're not going to end up at the lake, but I do kind of want to go there, and I'm not shot yet. Maybe we'll return to the lake in a different video. But, yeah, let's actually try to finish this and drive through the night, so we're going to continue. That was only like maybe 10, 15 minutes, and that was also like messaging people. I put out music, so yeah, that wasn't actually that bad. And because it's getting nighttime, yeah, let's put the lights on. All right. Oh, shit. I'm in the wrong tab. And I also just closed out my music. Son of a bitch. Okay. We'll be back, hopefully at the final destination. I have come across a town. I don't know if this is it. I would like to assume so. Oh, yeah. Holy shit, we've... Wow, I'm not actually wasted after that. That didn't take forever. No, I can't be there yet. Let me check the map. No, but I'm close. Oh, shit. I am close, so I'm guessing I misread the map. But also, I drove pretty fast. I was holding 90 the whole time. Really good cruising map, though, and I gotta say, for this thing being limited on gear... There's the ocean. Yeah, we're there. For this thing being limited to a 354, it's not terrible, but it is screaming at 3,000 RPM the whole time. So, we're here. We've actually done it. We did the cannonball run the wrong way. I did not mean to go the other way. But then again, this is the first time I've ever loaded this map up, so I didn't know where I was going to begin with anyways, so. Man, I might have to return to this concept and go to the lake. Maybe going to the lake the long way, or the short way, whatever way. Should be a road coming up that takes me down to the beach. Ah. Well. Oh boy, alright, yeah, let's take out the oil pan right at the finish line. Break the car right when I don't need it anymore. Yay! Ah, and here's the cops to present us. I'm assuming that, I'm assuming this is based off of a movie. I'm pretty sure I've heard of a movie being called The Cannonball Run before, so yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what this is based off of. rear suspension in this car really does suck. Oh boy. Just want to get back to the road and do some celebratory donuts. Actually, let's see down the road here. Is there a way that I could get in the, Oh, come on, car. Turn. Can I get into the drain, or am I doing donuts on the bridge? I think I screwed the alignment up. Fun. I can get down there, I think. No, that is a pretty steep incline. Alright, we are not getting down there. I can't even make smoke off of that anyways. Oh boy. Oh, I can get in. Alright. So, the overall lesson from this journey that we have made is research the maps a little bit more, because goddamn, that was actually not fucking bad. I'm surprised I managed to do that whole drive. And that it wasn't 400 miles. I was kind of hoping, hey, this may be cool if it was actually 400 miles, but... yeah. That wasn't bad. That was honestly a really good time. And Wendy the Wendover's a unit. Changes I'd like to make to the car. Put the race differential in it. I didn't want to do that for this because if the 410s made the car significantly worse, then it probably would have not ended the way that I wanted it to, but yeah, so I just kept the same rear gears. So maybe put the race differential in it and figure out a good rear gear to where it's a lot more cruisable. I'd love to see how fast it is in its current configuration. So maybe the next time I'm at the strip, I'll see how fast it is. And definitely, if I'm gonna be honest, I might put the Sunburst rear end in this. A rear subframe, so then I could put a Sunburst rear end, because I'm pretty sure that is 410 gears, and it'll probably meld a lot better with the V8 for the diesel. But, yeah, Wendy the Wendover. Proved everyone wrong. And I've proven that you can't overheat your car in this map. But hopefully you all have enjoyed. Just for your information, this episode is pre-recorded, so if BeamNG has received an update while you're watching this video, This is recorded before the big graphics update because I'm pretty afraid that it's going to break a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be giving the game an ample amount of time to update. So, yeah. So the next few episodes after this one are most likely going to be pre-recorded as well. You have been warned, but hopefully you have enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.